Hello and welcome back to Prussian Pride. I'm Count Christo and this is us taking over Russia. We are currently involved in the Prussian War for the Russian throne. Clearly, the names are so similar, they just ought to belong to us. Our name is awful. Conquering all of Poland and Lithuania should give us a slightly nicer name, hopefully like that. And then if we can integrate Russia, then we'll get a great big, nice, even font size. So for now, we're just doing a little kind of Hoi4-esque encirclement over here. We could probably do with some generals in place around here. Yeah, but let's keep it going. Okay, so I've just loaded up, so give me a second to get used to things. Rival changes, no, none involving me, so that's quite alright. Going up to Siege Kola, cool. Have I rivaled Sweden, or do I dislike Sweden? Have I got any claims on them? I should probably start getting some claims on Sweden, and Denmark, for that matter. So let's build a spy network there. They like me enough. Am I trying to vassalize you? No, I'm trying to integrate you, which I can do in about 3 years. Cool. So let's put them on scutage. Fun thing about scutage, you can start it during a war. They'll keep helping in the war, and you still get the extra money. Oh, when can I annex you? For quite a while, so we'll leave their scutage off. Okay, right, let's get this war carrying on. Ooh, nice vassal. Helping out. So yeah, we've got them trapped down here. They'll have to engage us. It's only steps. Well, that's woods, but these are steps, so it would be a fine engagement for them. They're going to sit there and suffer 3.5% attrition. That's quite alright by me. Ah, these are woods. Fantastic. So if I could defend here in the woods. Now they're only bordering woods provinces. Obviously they're bordering Lithuania, but I'm pretty sure they hate Lithuania. Or rather, they hate Poland. Poland's under Lithuania. Let's just check that out. Make sure I'm not completely wrong. No, good. Poland does hate Russia as normal. For the game, calm down. Go and siege up there. We're getting a bit low on manpower, but as I... So we shouldn't have a problem there. Total army size might not give us Russia these days. No, there they are. Oh, they've got 100,000 manpower. Okay. So they're not to be counted out just yet. These three armies, I think, can keep them down there. And that 60,000 is, yeah, the vast, well, not the vast majority, but the majority of their remaining troops. Oh, Perm's independent. I didn't notice that. Siberia's vassal of Perm. With, oh no, these provinces don't start Russian. Or that one does, I think. Perm starts with these four, I think, when they're Russia's vassal. Or is it just these three? I think it's just these three. They don't start with Perm, funnily enough. Coring, let me just check if there are any actual cores that need doing. Nope. Okay. Good, more sieges falling to us. Let's gear into slightly more carpet siegey mode with these guys. Since we've got most of the Russian army bottled up, I think it's probably safe to do that. Almost time to actually enforce this thing. Union with Russia. -19. It's going to give us a sizable coalition. Only -10 with most of those people. It's because they don't share a culture and they don't share a religion. They're not getting very much. Ooh. Who's making these moves? Oh, it's that guy down there. Oh, darn. One of those pop-ups is just kind of tingling at the back of my mind, saying it was important. What was it? Shoot. Oh, well. I don't recall. Dum dum dum. More claims on the Ottoman. Ah yes, I'd rather like to fabricate on Serbia as well. I do have a truce with them. Why do I have a truce with them? Oh, I already fought them to give back Ragusa's claims. Right, yeah. Ragusa has more claims on Serbia. So if I set Serbia as special interest, that will encourage my vassal to fabricate claims on them. So hopefully they'll do that. I'm at my... I'm at my relationship limit, so I'm not going to get any more vassals just now. We are in a position in the game where, having dismantled the HRE, I can offer vassalization. So that should work out quite well once we get some more Diplo slots, which will be good. Oh, they're moving in with forced march. Will we scare them off? Yeah, we did indeed. So have these guys stop their movements. Keep the carpet siege going. I might as well go and stack wipe these guys while I'm in the area. Oh, they're moving in again. Probably noticed these guys got locked. Oh, here we go. Lots of stuff popping up all of a sudden. Okay, times of need. They need to add that as a thing that prevents this event from firing. Okay, so times of need. The dynasty of our noble emperor. Oh no, I just reset this guy's movement timer. That's irritating. I should deselect him. We're asking Russia for aid because we're in a war that has left us in a slightly bad situation. We could use some more men for our army. Let's see what they say. And also, we're going to have Cossack aggression. We've got a border friction CB against Lithuania. Oh, that's great. We're going to use that as soon as this war's over, if we can get this coalition to dissolve, which we may not be able to. All right, let's see. We're going to have to hold out for quite a few days with... oh, that's not a good start. A 0 versus a 6. And he's got artillery compatibility, although not nearly as much artillery as us. Hopefully, as soon as our reinforcements arrive, we'll just squish him. Siege is over. Good. Let's keep the carpet siege going. These 3 should be enough to handle this. Oh, yeah, look at that. Absolutely destroyed. Very nice. You can go. Where's another fort? All the way down here. Oh, that's Ottoman. Let's give him a leader of sorts, just so that he can take these 9 out with fewer casualties than they would otherwise. It looks like it is actually still necessary for us to build manpower buildings. You want to start generally by building the lower level ones. They give you more manpower for your buck. I believe they are twice as cost effective. Let's just check that, so I'm not misinforming you all. Yeah, it's pretty much. I think it's exactly. So it gives you the same effect. This one, because it doesn't stack with this one. It replaces it. It's yeah, costs 3 times as much. So it's 2 to 1 as effective. Broken promises. I'm not surprised. Oh, that's annoying. That changes their opinion of us negatively. Oh, hey, someone less coalition. I guess because we're crushing the Russian army. So they no longer feel like they dare be in a coalition against us. Because the coalition, what the coalition does is it says, all of us that might potentially join, do we have enough strength to beat Prussia? And even if I wasn't at war with Russia, they'd say, right now, they'd be thinking to themselves, no, we don't have enough strength to beat Prussia. Because I am at war with Russia, they're counting all of Russia's troops on their side when they make that calculation. And so they're thinking, hell yeah, we can take him. Even when, of course, they can't, even with Russia's help. Little do they know. Because it only takes into account troop numbers. I don't believe it even takes into account troop quality. Let alone... When I say troop quality, I mean like cav or artillery or infantry. Let alone things like discipline and infantry compatibility. Which is why you will see coalitions forming against, powerful nations like Prussia, which it can easily stop, because it's just doing it on troop numbers. Okay. Oh yes, and I saw when I was loading that I have a fort somewhere. Here it is. I'm going to delete that fort. I could see on the loading up screen that I had 3 total fort level, so I knew there must be one hiding somewhere. Okay, offering us peace. Yep, they are willing to take it. We'll also take all your cash and war reps. Alright, not quite all your cash. Looks good to me. We want to end this war as soon as possible, because we've only got until this guy dies. Boom. To make Russia like us. And they're currently at -200. So, this is going to take a while. We are getting, as you can see from all those modifiers, I'm not going to total them up, but plus a lot yearly. And also, we haven't improved relations with them only up to 30, or 29. And we can get that all the way up to 200 now that they're our subject. So we've got a lot of improving relations to do. Should have just caused quite a bit of aggressive expansion. Yes, mostly with Russia, though. So, oh, 39 with Sweden. That is that's convenient. France is calling us to aid. Calling us to their aid against Savoy and Britain. Why not? I'm not going to help, but I might as well honour my alliance with them. We can get line of battle. Am I doing an idea group? Excuse me if I'm slightly out of the loop. No, we're not. Russian liberty desire is high. I am not surprised. Oh, yes, I can pay off debt. That's going to bring it down. What? I should pay for 500 debt? You get minus 5%? Nonsense. Okay, so I can lower it by 20%, but apart from that, because they're not a vassal, I can't placate local rulers, unfortunately. So we're just going to have to wait till they like us better, basically. Obviously, people are no longer rivaling Russia because they can't, because you can't rival subjects. And of course, they're no longer a great power. Spain's no longer a valid rival. Really? Who is then? Just the Ottomans. Wow, get wrecked, Spain. I better revoke my embargo off them. What's this? Oh yes, of course. Russia has a very high liberty desire, unsurprisingly. So, let's just reorganize all our troops. No one's black flagged, of course, because they're still in my subjects' territory. And let's get improving with the Ruskies. Ruskies isn't like a derogatory term, is it? I don't think so. Oh, look, Theodoro. You're a vassal of Russia. Cool. Do you have any other vassals? No, just Theodoro. Cool. You don't often see Theodoro existing in the game. I might do a campaign as them at some point. They're quite good fun. Okay, come over here. So I confess, I'm partly recording this series because I really want to be recording the Exile series. If you haven't checked that out, you should. It's really good fun. It's a collab in a mod where I'm playing as a Danish colony in the New World. Well, sorry, Danish, a Norse. I think we're probably Norwegian. But yeah, it's really good fun. But I can't play it at the moment, unfortunately, because my co-host can't record. Which is a shame. Let's get rid of the these. So I'm going to record this instead, which is still fun. I am enjoying this campaign. We're kind of crushing it at the moment. Okay, we can give the nobility a bit more influence. How influential are they? Not very, but there is a -10 there. That would only put them up to 60 if I give them this, so that's fine. Anything for our dear consort. Her family will now remember that we came to their aid and therefore be more likely to give us bonus stuff. We're going to drop the maintenance so we can make some more cash. I want to be powering out these training fields probably. Oh, plus 1,600. That's a situation where it's definitely cost effective to build the level 2 ones. Okay, so how's this going? This should totally have a total at the bottom, so you know how far below 200 you are, and you know how far above 200 you are, the case may be. Oops, just lost some trade ships there. Oh well. Check trade in Lubeck, but go home at war. And let's get some more trade ships going. Wow, look at that force limit. What happened to our naval force limit? That's crazy. Where did that come from? Trading in naval supplies plus 20%, that probably helped. That is absolutely crazy. Cool. Want to see something absurd? Let's see how much Russia is contributing to our force limit. 0 at the moment. Oh, sorry, yeah, personal units don't do it. But yeah, vassals add 1 to your force limit each, regardless of their size. You could have a vassal that was this big, and it would add 1 to your force limit. It's a bit silly, really. So our next kind of immediate goal, having gloriously taken over all of Russia, is to get the Papal State. We're going to conquer Rome. If there's a triggered modifier, we want to get it. Up these two, which we unfortunately can no longer get. But yeah, I want the conquest of Rome, Jerusalem, and Mecca. So we're going to keep pushing down here towards Jerusalem and Mecca. And also we're going to try and push to take Rome. And once we get Rome, we're going to see the decision form the Roman Empire, which obviously we want to do. I'd also like to found a Indian trading company, because it gives you an extra merchant and +5 global trade power, which would be lovely. So I'm going to try and push probably this way. Just, you know, just taking this province would be enough. Or is it this one? It just has to be in this node. So yeah, if we can just push down and take this province, you know, it wouldn't take too long to do that, I don't think. Persia is often a tough nut to crack because they've got loads of forts in the mountains. It used to make them an easy nut to crack. But these days, unfortunately, well, I say unfortunately for the purpose of beating people with mountains, you now get as if you're all attacking into the mountains when you attack when you siege someone and they attack you. So very difficult to take over Persia with their huge number of mountainous forts. Still -200. It's not looking great. We just have to get it positive before we die. So do not die, Albrecht Rudokovich, or whatever your name is. New guy in France. Unfortunately has an heir. Old heir though, so no potential there. Alliance offer from Ulm. I'm afraid, mighty Ulm, that I must refuse you. Oh, I'm guaranteeing them. Ah, it looks like they're my next vassal. So yes, I think I will accept it. We'll be over for just a little bit. That's okay. Ragusa, you're not in this war, correct? Yes. Okay, so I can annex them July of next year. Very nice. Any other disputed successions we can swoop in on? No one important. Actually, Savoy is quite big, but he's only 19. He'll almost certainly get another guy. I'll take the cash, please. We're up to 333 advisors. That's good. But at least feels spoilt after playing so much of the other campaign. I'm barely affording level 1 advisors in the other campaign. Who else isn't quite full? You're not. You could do with 2 more infantry. And you, are you full? No, not quite. You need 1 more cav. Okay, so you can come down here to Königsberg. When you arrive, there shall be a cavalry waiting for you. Actually, since it's training other stuff, perhaps not when you arrive, but at least shortly afterwards. Still at minus 200. Come on. No. Once the year ticks, that's when the big increase happens. It's going to be a like plus. Hey, the Poland's left the military coalition. That was a terrible decision. We're going to crush them very soon. I do not want my casus belli, my what's it called? Border friction casus belli to expire, but I have another 8 years, sorry, 9 years before that happens, so that's no problem at all. I'm not over the relationship limit. Why not? Oh, because of course I was guaranteeing Ragusa already, so yeah. Fine, let's get them as a vassal then. I don't quite like them enough. Sorry, they don't quite like me enough, but if I get them to transfer trade power. Strangely, you can't transfer trade power to your overlord, so the second we vassalize them, they're going to cancel that relationship, which is absurd. Of course vassals can and should, and did give more trade influence to their overlord. It's ridiculous. Oh well. Next month we'll do that. Spend the monthly tick improving in Ragusa. And I'll bring them back immediately. More conversions to be done. Converting the Muslims is more difficult than fellow Christians, so we will have a bit of trouble doing that. But why are there 2 extra infantry here? Why didn't you move down here? Oh, of course, because the army was standing in Königsberg when I gave the order. Welcome to the fold. They have, of course, accepted the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I love how it phrases that, to become our vassals. So once we've annexed Ragusa, we'll need another vassal. Ooh, looks appropriate. Baden, how much dev do you have? 9, and core on a little bit more. But you, Alsace. 19, that looks more promising. But you, 24, even more promising. Allied to someone that I'm going to want to kill soon. Looks good, Lorraine. Okay, let's get improving with Lorraine. We're not going to, sorry, Lorraine. We're not going to take a royal marriage from them or any kind of relations with them yet. Just improve relations. I don't want to go over the diplo limit if possible. Burgundy has annexed Trier. That's interesting. How do you pull that off? Oh, of course, they're not in the same way I'm doing it, probably. Frankfurt. We'd love to take Frankfurt, because that would let us divert a lot more money north from the Rhineland node. Have I got a claim there yet? No, I do not. Okay, let's work on a claim in the Rhineland. After a couple more down here. Probably only need 1 or 2 on Denmark. Don't want to take too much aggressive expansion up near Sweden and Norway. I'd rather they weren't in potential coalitions. More barracks, please. Forgotten in the capital yet? I do, good. Plus 500, sounds pretty good. It's 800, even better. It's probably worth taking straight up. Anywhere else? 600s. Very nice. Here next. Probably next month. Yeah, making loads of money. Austria sending gifts to Portugal. That's interesting. They're not going to try and vassalize them. They'll never accept it. They're too big. Wow, that's slower than doing it from the outliner. Let's never do that again. They're not even allied to Austria, or at war with anyone that Austria dislikes, because they're not at war at all. Very odd. Our vassals are fighting in this war, which is good. They're giving us some participation. What else could I do right now? I'm basically just waiting on manpower before my war with Poland. Although actually I don't need to wait on manpower, do I? We're stupidly powerful. So let's just do it. Just do it. Nike would say. Array on their border. Up the maintenance and prepare for war. Up to minus 160 with Russia. That's good. I reckon 5 years. No, probably only 3 years max until we can get them positive. Yeah, good timing for a whole bunch of tech. Very nice. And the next idea group. Interesting one. Admin ideas would be very nice. We are behind on admin tech though. So that is a downer. Religious ideas. That, I think, is the way. I was thinking influence already, wasn't I? Thing is, the Deus Volt is as good as this, because the Deus Vult gives you minus 25% aggressive expansion for land acquisition. I'm going to go Deus Vult. Religious ideas, that is. It could be a bad decision. Some say it's a huge waste of admin, stacking both humanist and religious, and they're probably right, but I love this. And getting that extra missionary strength is going to make the religious conversion of all this wrong religion land we have to take that much easier. And there aren't very many Protestants. You know, there's more than normal, but there aren't that many. So against most of our enemies, we will have the glorious, God wills it, excuse to take land. Sorry, excuse, by which I mean casus belli. Where's their capital? Not around here. Let's claim that one since it's their fort. Therefore we want to take it off them as soon as possible. Great, but that's our time. Next time, war with Poland, and we're going to use the border friction to take a whole host of land off Lithuania. Until then, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.